G'day Spurs fans, it's Paul Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic shock show on the internet. I'm wearing my green t-shirt, so I'm just a floating head again. But I think it's quite funny. You get the gist. You know I'm not supernatural. How you all going, folks? I had a mate's day over last night. We had a bit of fun this morning. Just watching a couple of streamers, their reaction to Ange's fracas. Irish Hotspur was hilarious. Jack was on there saying, take a swing, Ange, take a swing. And then on THFC Till I Die, there was Dermot going, go on, Ange, go on, Ange, go on, Ange. Very, very funny stuff. Well, it's day 3 of the transfer window. Drag us in, dragging out. Drag us out. It's not happened yet, has it? Although it appears to be imminent. Imminent, whatever that means. And also a rumour that old Juventus might be going in, having a swoop for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, but Tottenham isn't happy with what they're offering. Apparently, you know, that's what. Look, I just read the headline. Could be bollocks, couldn't it? I don't know. It's true. We've still got Eric Dyer on the books. Hands off Eric Dyer, West Ham. Hashtag he's one of our own. I'm starting a campaign to keep Eric Dyer. Reverse psychology on David Moyes. He's too valuable. He's too good for West Ham. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Anyway, I haven't got much more than that. I thought I'd come and do a stream, and don't know how long it will be as usual. We'll see how we go. Let's see who's in the hood this morning. The ever-present Yasari. Morning, man. Morning, Paul and Hippies. One day closer to watching our team make us proud yet again. Come on, you Spurs. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, FA Cup against Burnley, man. But Burnley are trying to play football. And I think that's the way to do it. And I don't know, probably Vincent Kompany, and I suppose people are saying that they're not good enough to try and play that sort of football, and I think good on them. Sheffield United are the ones time wasting, doing the game management, parking the bus. And hopefully, whether Burnley will survive relegation or not, I don't know. But if Burnley finish above Sheffield United and Luton, maybe, that tells you something, doesn't it? You might as well have a go and go down swinging, because if you don't, you're going to go down anyway. That's what football's about, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, Yasarian. What's it, Thursday? It's only a couple more days, man. Yes, couple more days. Beautiful morning here in Sydney. It's 7:58 a.m. Beautiful day. I'm going to have a day off today. I'm going to have a day off. I'm going to go fishing. Well, as usual, I won't catch anything, but if I don't sit there with a rod, people throw money at me. So I've got to look like I'm busy. Mark N, how are you, my good man? Apparently Van de Ven could be in the squad for Friday. Oh, according to Spurs Express. Let's just say that that's the truth. Here we go. Breaking news. Van de Ven might be ready Friday. Hey, that'd be cool. God, wouldn't that be good, eh? When we get them back, not going to be so leaky. We're scoring goals, folks. We scored we're approaching a record, 30 since 1962. 32 games on the bounce where we've scored a goal. So we're fine in the back of the net. And once Van de Ven and Romero, or maybe drag us in around, we're going to be less leaky at the back. Things are looking good. Ooh, we've got a Ronnie. That's one Ronnie. Hi, Paul, big up. Van de Ven to play Burnley. All right, well, I think we can take this as fact. If two random nutters on the internet are both saying the same thing, got to be true, isn't it? I'm taking it. And Romero hoping to be fit for the United game. Wow. I think we're going to get Ten Hag sacked, aren't we? We're going to get Ten Hag sacked. We've got Steve Cooper sacked, which is a bit of a shame, really. But I don't know what's happening at Nottingham Forest because they're winning games now. I thought Steve Cooper was a good coach. I hope he gets another job. He seems like a decent enough guy. Seems like a football sort of person, you know. Although there are shades of skullduggery. A cloud, an FFP-shaped cloud is hanging over Nottingham Forest. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like a few teams are in the shit over this FFP. Everton might be getting done again. We all know Chelsea and Manchester United are the biggest cheats on the planet. So hopefully they'll get relegated next year. I don't know why the Premier League is dicking around. Pull your finger out, Premier League. You know they did it. Just kick him out. What's the lawyers and shit? I heard was it Dermatron saying that the FA have got a war chest to take on this proceeding. I'm thinking, what? Why? They just make the rules. They can do what they want. What's all this court stuff about? I don't get it. Just do them. Playing for me at Sea, as I said yesterday, when we played Manchester City, their ground was half empty. They're not a big club. They never have been a big club. They're just inflated with dirty cash. Wayne Bonner, yay, hello man, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Super Chat's membership. What's up, Paul and everyone in the chat? Hope you're all well, having a great day. Yeah, up bright and early. Watched a bit of news. I haven't watched the news for a while. I'll tell you what, there's more in 24. There's more in 24. Same old shit, isn't it? Just more of it. That's what we're going to get. We're just going to get more, whatever we've had, just more. More in 24. Wayne Bonner, Ange against the Bournemouth bench reminded me of Yol versus Wenger. Yes, mate. Oh, yeah, Martin Yol. I like that. He was a great guy as well, wasn't he? Highbury 2, yeah, 0506. Perfect. That's what... I've just seen the next comment. I don't know why this is funny. I don't, but it is. Hello, Alexander. Nice to have you around, man. Who's the... I can't... It's a very small picture. Is that Destiny you got there as a picture? I might have to blow it up because I can't see people's avatars very clearly. Oh, look at here. He's the man himself. Here we go. Hello, Dermot or Philip. I was just talking about you. I hope you heard. I just watched you doing the doing your watch along because I wanted to see your reaction to Ange's bit of biffo, and there's you going, "Go on, Ange! Go on, Ange! Go on, Ange!" Brilliant, man. It was really fun streaming with you yesterday, man. It was really cool, really cool. Big up, Paul. We're getting Ten Hag the sack. That's what's going to happen. Old little Lord Fauntleroy, Jim Radcliffe, he's just waiting. He's waiting for any excuse because I've been saying this. You get a new owner in, they want to just change it because, you know, they're the big dog in the kennel now and they've got to make it in their own image. Nothing from the previous regimes. So, Ten Hag, we could get him done, man. We could get him done. Mark in. Yeah, put your link in. Anyone who's got channels like Dermot, just put the link in. Hang on a minute. This where's Dermatron? Here we go. There you go, Dermot. You're a mod now. I don't think you've got to be a mod to put links in. No one's been putting spam in, but plug your channel, man. Plug your channel. Captain Cockerell, the Cyberball Supremo. Jules Rimet of the future of football. All right, Paul. And chat. Also, I heard Madison is close too. Oh, wow. We'd be top of the league. We'd be top of the league. Ifs and buts and monkey nuts, as Ellie said. But I'd rather those ifs and buts than someone in the chat the other day said something like, oh, if we didn't have Vicario, we would have lost 8-0. But we do have Vicario. And look at this. Look at what Dermot's done here. Welcome to the Hotspur Hippie commune, man. THFC till I die. Here he is. Here's a Ronnie. Captain Cockerell. Oh, Madison looking to return versus Brentford 31st of Jan. No, it's not too far away. Not too far away. Can't wait for it, man. I mean, I don't know how Ange has got us through this period. Or the players as well. Let's be fair to the players as well. You know, I know some of it's been wobbly. And at times I've been a bit harsh as well because, you know, some of them are a bit stinky. They've been stinking up the joint for a while. But they haven't capitulated, have they? A lot of teams, I'm not just talking about Tottenham specifically here, but a lot of teams fold when they go through this sort of thing. Look at Newcastle, man. I'm shocked. I'm shocked at how bad Newcastle are going. You know, well, I'm at the stage. Are they going to get through this all right? What's going on there? Was their squad just that much weaker than ours? I don't think it was, but you know, I don't really know. Brighton as well. I know they beat us the other week. Lucky Brighton and Hove Albion, the Seagulls. But you know, that was a bit of a shellacking we took against Brighton, and then we bounced back against Bournemouth. You know, when we lost those 3 or 4 on the bounce, we got a draw against Man City in there, though. Don't forget that. What a performance that was. Took 2 points off them. And you know, who's to say when they come down to White Hart Lane, they've never scored a goal there, have they? So that could be 3 points we've got on Man City. So their game in hand doesn't mean jack shit. Same with Liverpool. We were all over them. God, I'm on the hype train this morning. I feel good. The hype train. Hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. We have got comments. Sorry. Hang on. That was a 2 out of 10, that burp. It didn't have enough vibrato. Adam McFarlane. De Zerbi to Man United. That could be a good shout, you know. So that's another manager's career that's going to get wrecked by the basket case of Manchester United. I wonder if they'll do the classic Man United, because all the fans aren't happy. So what they'll do is it'll get to near the end of the window and they'll just buy some piece of crap for 100 million just to shut the fans up, and they'll be rubbish. You know? Like Anthony. That's what Man United will do. Adam McFarlane says, Romero not back for a month? Well, we'll see, eh? It's still only a month, at least. At least the end is in sight. We're going to have a fully operational Tottenham Hotspur Death Star. That's what we're going to have. Adam McFarlane, Dyer has to go in January shortly. Yeah, man. Wet spam, sign the twat. No, hands off. Hands off. Hashtag Eric Dyer's one of our own, man. Haven't you seen the feature film that we made about him where they set fire to him at the end? It looks like he's on a bonfire, all Wicker Man style. I didn't watch it, but that's just the preview. It's on Spurs Play. I don't want to show tweets. You know, the other day I went through like the Spurs official tweet feed, and for 10 seconds I had there was clips of Pape Matar doing good stuff. And yeah, I got a copyright notice for it. It's like, bloody hell, all right, sorry, man. So that bit was edited out. But yeah, crazy. And it was, yeah, the FA Premier League came down on me. I don't know how they spot this shit, but I mean, it wasn't intentional. But I know not to do it again. Just keep clear of Spurs official feed. Sorry, Spurs, but, you know. Mark in, Manchester United are trying to keep an eye for the game with us. Oh, because he's going to AFCON, isn't he? Is he actually good enough to represent the national team? Maybe that's Manchester United's ploy. Onana, play like rubbish so that he won't get called up. I don't know. Is he African? I don't even know. I think he's African. I don't know where he's from. Hang on. I'm making a big assumption there, aren't I? Cameroon! One of the... Well, when I think of Cameroon, I think of like one of the big guns in African football, because I just think of Roger Miller and how they came close to knocking England out of the World Cup in 1990. That, you know, it wasn't all roses when we had a run to the semi-finals and Gazza's tears and all that. We were absolutely crap in the first few games. So he's been Cameroon's goalkeeper since 2016. Wow. Or he's made 37 appearances since then. Well, I mean, if I was Cameroon, so maybe that's the plan then. Play like rubbish, let a few fluffs in, and then you won't get called up, and then we can take the advantage on Tottenham Hotspur because they've lost their players because they're good. Has anyone got an update on Sarr? The last I heard was that the injury wasn't as bad as first thought, and that he's going to make it to AFCON, which is great for him. It's really good. I'm going to watch. I'm still working my ass off, but I'm hoping I can catch a few games of. I'll be watching the Socceroos, the Australia games, maybe the odd AFCON game. Entertaining stuff. Nate Pye, loving the energy this morning, mate. Yeah, I had a good night last night. The intention was to, because a mate of mine came around, Mountain Bushman. The intention was to have a really big night. I mean, it wasn't that big in the end. We just both got a bit sleepy. Pathetic, isn't it? Bit sleepy and woke up bright as a whistle this morning. So you know, party on, rock and roll. Bloody in bed by 8 o'clock or something. It's pathetic. Wayne Bonner, Dyer's available if United want to. Perfect, man. This is the perfect. Oh, wouldn't that be funny? So yeah, United are gonna throw. They're gonna throw 100 million at some traffic cone, aren't they? What better traffic cone than Eric Nathaniel Dyer? I don't know what his middle name is. Has he got a middle name? Probably Leslie. Eric Leslie Dyer. Oh, he's got 2 middle names. Oh, of course, because he's a posh kid, isn't he? Because his was it his granddad or uncle's who was it? What's his nepotism story? He's got a relative that was a FA Supremo or something, hasn't he? Great, no? I think Taylor or something like that. Anyway, so his full name, Eric Jeremy Edgar Dyer, EJED, Edged. Oh, wow, Edged. Adam McFarlane, only 3 games in January. That's good. Yeah, but AFCON goes on longer, doesn't it? Because it starts in the middle of January. So it depends how far the teams progress, I suppose, doesn't it? AFCON schedule. I'll just look at AFCON. I think the AFC is running a similar sort of timeline. Project managed for 25 years. I speak the lingo, man. Timeline. Yeah, so the final is on the 12th of February. So that's quite a long old way, isn't it? But I hope they do well. I don't want them to have a bad tournament just because of Tottenham. You know, we can cover it, folks. Do your countries proud. Adam McFarlane, Mickey will be better than Yang Vertonghen. I absolutely agree. He's looking. I mean, the way he's just. We've just started. We've just seen the inception, haven't we? But he looks so good. I mean, you compare Van der Ven to Dyer. I mean, Dyer for Sancho. I don't want Sancho. No. Come on, man. Come on. No. Jamie, get anyone. Hashtag anyone but Dyer. No. Hashtag save Edged. Fully Coys, even though his only love is Lisbon, apparently. Come on, West Ham, pull your bloody finger out. Get him. Adam McFarlane, middle name. He's also funny. He's also Dyer, funnily enough. Yep. Jamie, get. I won't miss diabolical diarrhea when he's gone. Dire Straits. Yeah. It would just be like, I don't know. You know, at the end of the third Matrix film, I know, but you know they've come to a truce, and then there's that beautiful sunrise at the end. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be, I think we'll get an extra couple of % out of the players without that pall hanging over them. I don't mean me. Mark N. Saha has been cleared to go at AFCON. Solomon Perisic should be back early February. Perisic? No, he's got an ACL, man. He's not going to be back, is he? No, I can't see it. There's also rumours that Perisic might be going to Hajduk Split. Solomon, mate, is Solomon coming back? The troops are returning. The troops are returning. Great to see. Nick Brown, member of the Hotspur Hippie. Super chat, I love him. Van der Ven is probably ready for Manchester United. Who knows? Maybe Burnley. Oh, that'd be tasty. That'd be tasty. I'd like to see some youngsters, though. I'd like to see some youngsters have a crack at Burnley. Be nice. We'll find out if we're ready. The only person that knows if the youngsters are ready is Ange Postecoglou, isn't it? Just excuse me for a second. I'm going to get a glass of water. It is pretty warm in here. Got to keep hydrated. Back in a second. There's my groin. And there. Oh, Austrail chairs. Here we go. Advert for Austrail over. Here we go. Oh, no more comments. All right, I'll just, I got my Tottenham physio specialist equipment. You just give him the fucking hammer. That's it. Achilles. Give him the fucking hammer. Groin strain, give him the fucking hammer. That's what Spurs medical team do. Maybe they've turned it around. You know, Bentancur getting fit early. Hopefully he's not come back too early. It didn't look like it. It just looked like, he just ran out of puff a bit. God, Manchester United getting Ten Hag sacked day. That'd be so cool. Do. So we'll look, see if I've got any more baseless speculation for you. We'll look onto it. I'm still. When are we going to get the here we go from Fabrizio? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Tottenham. We'll look here. The latest. 32 minutes ago, apparently. Oh, Fabrizio Romano. It's not here we go. It's not here we go. Tottenham and Genoa are negotiating the payment structure for Radu Dragusin. Okay. A bit of fine-tuning and tweaking. Let's hope it doesn't fucking last for 5 weeks, though, eh? Sun Sport are claiming West Ham are keen on signing Eric Dyer from Tottenham. Oh, can you believe it? I mean, we know that's an easy 6 points a year for Tottenham Hotspur because we know his weaknesses, which is like you just run at him. Brilliant. Spurs women have signed a new Swedish international captain, which I'll speak to Ellie about it. Very happy with that. Good player. Yeah. Any more baseless speculation? No, so we're negotiating with Genoa. See how long that takes. I saw somewhere like it's down to like 4 or 5 million. I don't know. Craig the Gecko Man. Hello, man. Drag us in. Levy, let me in. Levy, not by the hair of my chinny chin. Yeah, well, I mean, isn't Levy supposed to be like out of the loop on all this sort of stuff now, or is he still sticking his bloody fingers in the pie? So why have we got all these directors of God knows what? Just corporate bullshit, isn't it? Alexander Hilton, Spurs beat Manchester United. Manchester United, hi Conte. Oh, whatever way you slice and dice it, it's a fun season, man. I'm really enjoying this season. It's great. Captain Cockerell, Dane Scarlett has been recalled. Yeah, I saw a picture of him on the Spurs Twitter feed. I think he's all right. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. He'll get some minutes with Son leaving for the Asia Cup. and being light up front, or do you think we'll get another forward this window? I don't know if we need another forward. I put it down on the list anyway. I want centre back, midfielder, and then maybe a forward. Because we're scoring goals. We're scoring goals even when everyone's buggered. We're still scoring goals. It's just the games where we haven't played well, I think, where we haven't been able to play it out from the back because they just can't do it. And the midfield has been a bit invisible, is probably harsh, but not effective for periods of games. And I think the forwards have been doing their job. You know, I mean, I was watching the highlights of the Bournemouth game again this morning, and you know, Richarlison I think is doing well. He had a couple of close misses, but that's what, you know, centre forwards, you don't get all your goals. Jimmy Greaves said something along the lines of, you know, when you're a striker, you have to just back yourself and go for it. And he said, I missed so many more than I scored, and that's the truth. That's probably true. It'd be true with Erling Haaland as well. He'll miss way more than he scores, but he keeps on going. So Richarlison, I was happy for him getting the goal. So up front, I don't know. I think Brennan Johnson is getting better and better. It was a nice ball he put in for, I think it was his ball that went into Richarlison. Perfect ball, because it just beat a defender. Just beat a defender, and Richarlison, really nice finish on it. So yeah, centre forwards are really expensive as well. You know, not that I care about the money, but yeah, centre back and a midfielder. Because then we'll have 5. You know, if we get a decent midfielder, that's 5 midfielders for 3 places, and I think that's pretty good going. Pretty good going. Nate Pye. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Nate Pye? I don't want to get it wrong, man. Going back to middle names and initials, you can't beat Ivan, Benjamin, Elijah, Tony. Yeah, well, he's going to be coming back, isn't he? I don't know, man. Surely, you know the rules of don't gamble when you're a footballer. And I was thinking, because I'm sure he's not betting on games where he can have no, he's betting on his. Was he betting on himself or something like that? So he wasn't betting to lose, he was betting to win. So you might think, oh, well, that's all right, isn't it? But I think no, because if you're at that state of gambling where you're clearly taking a risk with your whole career because you're into it that much, it's going to give you a bit of adrenaline. It's going to maybe give you I'm just getting maybe that 0.5%. You know, you know, if I score this goal, I'm going to win 30,000 grand or something like that. So it's an incentive. So, no, shouldn't be allowed. I hate gambling anyway. Hate gambling. It is Nate Pye. All right, cheers. Good. Mark in, maybe our medical department is saying the worst case scenario with our injuries, then we get back early and the other team is scared. Not a bad ploy. I mean, Bentancur was a rabbit out of the old hat, wasn't it? My camera glitching. Let me just give it a little kick in the guts. How do I do that? There we go. Yeah, Bentancur, very surprised. Mark N, the women's side has also got an Australian woman. The Kangaroos are coming from all over. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, the Matildas had a very good World Cup tournament. Very well. Semi-finals, yeah. It was Natapiet, but I changed it so that Jacob could pronounce it. Oh, you know. Bless him. Adam McFarlane, we miss Solomon. Great outball when opposition are tired, just like Aaron Lennon. Yeah, that's the thing we're lacking at the moment, I suppose, is I know we bring Brian Hill on, who I thought did all right against Bournemouth. He won the ball a couple of times, didn't he? Speaking of winning the ball, that was it the first goal we had? Started off because Bentancur, their keeper, bit of a lollipop pass, but Bentancur was on it. So I don't know, but I would have thought if he still had a lasting bit of a niggle in his Achilles, he wouldn't be doing stuff like that. So that was a really good sign. Got the ball and we're still playing. He still had a good 20 minutes out of him. So, but yeah, it'd be nice to get Solomon back. He was starting to look good, wasn't he? So you know, when you got options like that, 10 minutes to go in a game, which in reality is 20 minutes because every game is getting so much injury time these days because of VAR stuffing up the game. I'm sorry, Captain Cockerell. I know that's your wheelhouse, but we don't. Yeah, Solomon is good in those situations. Just to bring on a fresh pair of legs. I'll just go down a little bit, then it really does look as if I'm a floating head. There we go. Zardoz. Just opened my mouth full of guns. Oops. Keep clicking the thing. There's a few of you watching, so I'll just chill out. Take your time. We'll see if there's no more comments. I can wrap it up. That's all cool. What David Byrne in what's it song? Psycho Killer. Say something once, why say it again? When I have nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Oh, I've got the lines the wrong way around. So, oh, there's a comment. James, you paratrooper. Before you look and transfer updates. Well, the transfer updates, there's more of you around. All I know is Dragusin is still being negotiated. Tottenham aren't happy with what Juventus have offered for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. West Ham are interested in Eric Dyer. So that's three. If those three things drop, magnificent, magnificent. Jamie Git Mustache. So thanks for popping by. Don't be a bunch of ingrates. Give the man a like and a smile. Thank you very much, man. Click that like and subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. Adam McFarlane Scarlet will start on Friday. Do you think so? I'm not... I suppose he might have to, though, eh? Because we've got no Valise. We've got no Son. Yeah. Or it could be Hill, Johnson, Richarlison, maybe. So I'm not sure if he'd start. I don't know. Jota, is Jota a thing? Because I would have thought if Jota was on the cards, because he's like basically on a free, isn't he? He's you know, it's not that. I don't think there's a lot of negotiation that has to happen there. I would have thought that would have happened already. Well, I can see a headline here. Let's see, this is the thing. You know, you get... I think I did this yesterday. See, there's one headline saying Tottenham not interested in Jota. And then there's another one saying Jota in Tottenham transfer sites. I mean... Maybe Jota should just go back to Celtic. Well, you know, Celtic are a bit weird this year, aren't they? It just shows you the difference in a manager, doesn't it? Celtic the last 2 years were just invincible, unstoppable. And now, I mean, they're still winning games and that, but the games I've watched, the vibe has gone a little bit. The vibe has gone a little bit from Celtic, although they beat Rangers the other night, so that was cool. Shamu van der Voe. Stamer. Madison back for Brentford. And maybe Van der Ven by the Man United game. Oh, you got Stamer. Oh, yeah, Air Minister or Near Minister to you. Daisy Paratrooper, you look like Max Headroom. Oh, well, yeah. Maybe. Oh, especially when the camera's glitching as well. Is it glitching at the moment? I'm not sure it is. Madison False 9, I've no idea what these things mean. I've no idea. Oh, football. It's been analysed to bits, hasn't it? It gives me brain ache. False 9, 6, 8s and 10s. These are some of the expressions that are not my cup of tea. 6, 8s and 10s, false 9s, low block, high press, assist. What's the other one? Game changing pass. Oh, XG. I mean, all these pivot. What the fuck's a pivot? All of these things, man. It's just words. Just words. Ange has got really short shrift with all that sort of stuff. He's been asked about it, 2 players. I think one was Papo Matasar and one was Bentancur. It was either Bentancur or Basuma. Same question twice by, I think, 2 different journalists. Is Papo Matasar a 6 or an 8 or a 10? And Ange says, well, he does all of it. That's what you want. Holding midfielder. You know, players just got to do what they got to do to win the game, haven't they? Whether they've got to do a bit of that or a bit of this. And I think Ange is giving them the football intelligence, the football brain. Bill Nicholson, football brain. Football brain's the most important thing. He's giving them a football brain so they can figure it out themselves, can't they? That's what I think is happening at Tottenham. It's not all about drawing it up on a board with little Subbuteo things and all that. It's getting the football brain working. That's what's happening at Tottenham. It's fantastic. Brian Hyde, Jod is brilliant. He was certainly good for Celtic. Certainly good for Celtic. Whether he's, I'm not. Like I've said this a few times. I don't know about Tottenham, man. I don't know. If he comes in, Ange wants him, so that's done deal, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know why I'm a little bit reticent. Thaddeus, hello there. Good morning, Paul and all. Happy New Year. It is to a brilliant 2024. There's more in 24, people. More in 24. Paul, what's your tip for Postecoglou's first trophy with Spurs, and what will be his best? Well, it's either going to be... Well, no, I suppose the easy sort of answer is the FA Cup, because that's the one that's earlier. I'm not sure we're going to win it this year. I think we've got a shot at the Premier League this year. I think we'll win the Premier League next year. I think Premier League, man. Premier League. And what I'm tipping is we're going to do the European Cup the proper way. So whenever Tottenham win the Premier League, the year following that, we're going to win the Champions League. That's how you do it. Proper. Old styley. So that's what I reckon. So whatever, and then maybe an FA Cup as well the next year. That's what I think. Well, that's what Ange keeps on bloody doing. So, oh, it's the Premier League though. Well, you've got to be good to win in any league. As Ange said, the job's the same. He's just got more resources. So the competition or the level of football, I suppose, is, people say it's better. But you've got players that are worth 10 times what he had in Scotland. Maybe that's the reason why we got off to such a flyer at the beginning of the season. The players picked up on what Ange's philosophy was really quickly. Yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win. Yeah, Neymar. That's it, man. Doster. That is. Jota would be great off-field, and he can hit the Premier League level. If he can hit the Premier League level, he'll become a fan favourite. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, look. Definitely. If he cuts it, if we get him and he cuts it, the fans will absolutely love him. Absolutely love him. I mean, Celtic fans, they absolutely loved him and Kyogo Furuhashi. Because they're good personalities. You can tell by the way they play, good personalities. Lane Bonner. Ange is bringing the FA Cup back home where it belongs this season. Do you think this season? Okay, I don't know. I don't know why I'm coy about the FA Cup this year. I don't know, man. Don't know. Look, if we negotiate the first couple of rounds, so if we get to the fifth round, okay, put it this way: if we get to the fifth round, I don't think we're going to do what we've been doing the past few years. I think we're going to look really good then. Because if we get a defender and a midfielder in, then we can have rotation, but still be top level. Because I think what when you can take so many injuries and so many suspensions, I always think of a team as like balance, and maybe you can take two or three, maybe two or three, first team quality players, and it doesn't whack it out too much. But when you go to 4, 5, you go completely out of kilter and it falls to bits for large periods of the game. And I think that's what we've been seeing. But with two extra signings, then instead of us having 6 players out at the moment, 6 first teamers, it's 4. And I think there's a critical number. I don't know what it is before you can just play brilliantly all the time. So, mate, well, yeah. If we get to round 5, we're going to win it. How about that? If we get to round 5, we're going to win it. Captain Cockerell, our bench players are stepping up. At the moment, they are. I'm still nervous, man. Lacelso, PEH, Hill, Davies. So I think a decent centre back for Dyer. And Skip for Jota or Gallagher. With players coming back, we should be good for the second half of the season. I think we're going to be amazing the second half of the season. God, the way before Chelsea, I was just watching Spurs, not believing what I was seeing with my eyes. It was so good. It was like the good old days. It was fantastic. Brian Hyde, Jota was one of Ange's boys. Yes, Jota's not playing in the Saudi League. He's fast and knows Ange game. Well, that's a plus, isn't it? He already knows what's expected of him. James Yiparatrooper. If you're a workhorse, you're an 8. Here we go. If you're lazy, you're a 6. If you're selfish, you're a 10. That kind of fits, doesn't it? 6, 8, and 10. Pivots. So much jargon in the modern game, isn't there? What happened to emotion? Passion? No, it's a 6, 8, 10 pivot. False 9 now, isn't it? That's the language we use to describe a football team, a game of football. Cold, hard numbers and corporate words. That's what and there's more in 24, folks. All of that, more in 24. Brian Hyde, Happy New Year from Melbourne. Hello, man. Hello, man. Love the hippie. Peace and love to you, man. Peace and love to you. Adam McFarlane, Paul, why do people surf when there's great whites? There's not a huge amount. I mean, actually, there was a backpacker in the car yesterday. She was from Vancouver, and she's going surfing. We were talking about sharks and stuff like that. It's rare that a shark takes someone. You've got to be pretty unlucky, but it still can happen. That's the thing. I don't know, great whites. I think I'm not a botanist. I think tiger sharks and nurse sharks are they like having a nibble, and that's not necessarily out in the ocean. There's a place fairly near me called Iron Cove, which is kind of, how do you describe it? Because Sydney, it's a harbour, it's not a river, so it's kind of like an inlet bay up the harbour, and I think it's the nurse sharks go there and just faff around, and they have a nibble. I've seen it. I've seen a shark twice in my life, three times. The first time I saw a shark, it was a great white shark, but that was in Florida, and I didn't. That was quite scary because I was on a jet ski, I was on a jet ski, and you hire these things for an hour or two or whatever, and all my mates had gone off before the end, and they were waving at me. I was quite far away, waving at me. And I thought, well, I've got another 10 minutes here. And I'm going along at full pelt, and I don't know what speed jet skis go up to. Feels like you're going at 100 miles an hour, but it's probably not, but it feels fast. And this bloody massive fin just came out of the water, cruised past me, and then went back down again. Fuck! And that's why my mates were waving, because everyone had seen that this shark was about, and the dumbass me hadn't seen it. So that was pretty scary. I'll give you my other shark story another time. I'm not saying it was a close call or anything like that. I don't think the shark was going to have a go or anything, but it was. You could just see the power. It was the power of this bloody great fin. Down again. Fuck that. Donovan Osterreicher, people keep saying next year is our year. We have an opportunity this year. Oh yeah, no man, I'm still. Look, the chance is small, but it's a chance. That's the thing, man. It is a chance. I think we are going to have a great second half of the season. I think, what it comes down to is, probably Liverpool. Are they going to? Because if Liverpool keep firing off, then that's done, isn't it? But if they have a little bit of wobble, if they get a little bit unlucky with injuries, I think we're going to steam past them. So no, I agree, man. I agree that we've definitely got a shot. That's why I'm not too concerned about. I've said this a couple of times. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but it's only quick. Everyone repeats themselves on streams. I want to prioritise the league this year over the FA Cup, not to get top four, because I think we've got a shot. Small shot, but it's a shot at winning the thing. We can't take next season for granted. Teams will improve. We need to take advantage of a lackluster league this season. That's true as well. I mean, Liverpool, they've only been defeated by who? By Tottenham Hotspur. But they've got a lot of draws. They're drawing a lot, aren't they? So they're not quite going for it. Maybe. Don't know. We have to see what happens to them in the second half. They've got no Mo Salah. Ellie pointed this out yesterday. Mo Salah's gone to AFCON. So are they going to get... they might drop a few points. January, February. It's possible. Bob Down Under. Remember the Hotspur Hippie commune? Do project some memberships. Right, well, click like and subscribe. Big up, Paul. Sort of agree with you. About what? I don't know. Bollocking on about. Would love the FA Cup, but want top four or better. Or better. Be nice to have a title fight, wouldn't it? Nice to have a title fight. Even if we... at the end of the season, we're still the same, 4-6 points off the top. That is a massive improvement. Massive improvement. Lemmy, g'day, man. Paul, it's not being presumptuous when someone who looks and sounds like Onana will be playing in AFCON, but you are not dispensing peace when you frequently condemn someone for their privileged origin. Oh, God, I don't understand this. I don't understand what you're saying, man. It's not being presumptuous when someone who looks and sounds like Onana will be playing AFCON, but you're not dispensing peace when you frequently condemn someone for their privileged origin. Who was I? What was that? Who was I condemning? What? I'm not sure. Shamu Van Der Vu saw a massive shark jump out of the water when I was fishing. It was huge. The whole shark was out of the water. Bugger that, man. I mean, I saw a fin. That was enough. I mean, maybe it's just a great big fin on a tiny little fish. Who knows? But seeing a whole thing jumping out of the water, I don't know, man. Brian Hyde, bull sharks swim both sea water and fresh water. No way, man. Wow, they got all bases covered. I didn't know that. Plus, we've got the drop bears. They'll get you. Anyone watching? Visit Australia, don't walk under trees. They like koala bears, but I don't know what, they got fangs and claws and stuff. Move Van Der Vu, not really the size. Sharks You have been, crikey, sharks, spiders, snakes, basically any insect that can kill you. I've not come across any spiders and snakes. I think I've only seen one dodgy snake. Maybe I've just been fortunate. I don't know. I think I mentioned this on the stream before. Someone might have identified it. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but it was out in the bush and it was a black snake with red rings around it. So something in my reptile brain went, I'm keeping away from that one. Keeping away from that one. Whoa, not happy with that. I don't know what it was. But that's it. Not saying there aren't snakes and spiders around. I mean, they do have a go, but I've been lucky. Thanks, Paul. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but thank you, Dermot. It ain't over till the Porky Ange has sung. James Paratrooper, me and my wife went to Catalina Island and we saw orcas and wild dolphins during our boat trip. It was magnificent. Yeah, it's funny that dolphins are quite a common occurrence in Sydney Harbour, but I've never gone out and had a look, or you can see them from their heads, and I've never bothered to have a look, but they're there quite a lot. I saw dolphins. The only time I've seen dolphins again, it was in Florida, and we're out on a boat, and the dolphins would kind of come along, and it looked like they were just playing. You know, the sort of bow wave of a ship. They were just like faffing around and mucking around in that. It was kind of cool. Dodgy snake was Saul Campbell. Oh, we don't mention that name, man. Daniel De Batista. G'day, man. Your font looks like the goodies. Yes, it's the Mama font. Mama font. Love it. Well, we've got nearly an hour. Here we go. Thaddeus, meanwhile, the deadliest creature on the planet poses an existential threat to all life. Sharks can be let off with a warning. Yeah, here we are, rulers of planet Earth, humanity, top of the food chain. I think we could be doing a little bit better. Enough for everyone, man. There's enough for everyone. Thaddeus, meanwhile, the deadliest... hang on. Goody, goody, yum, yum. James Paratrooper, that's why I said next 4 Premier League games. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, you said this yesterday, didn't you? So James said yesterday, if we get 7 points from the next 4 games, so 7 points out of 12, we're going to win the Premier League. So here we go. We only need 7 points to, to march for the title. All top teams will lose points because of AFCON and the Asian Cup. Possibility, man. I see where you're coming from. Okay. Cuva99, big up, Paul. I'd have tuned in sooner, but I'm still binge watching Vikings. Oh, dude, I gave it a go, man. I've got a problem with modern telly. I like episodes. You know, like Columbo. You come in, there's a start, beginning, and end. You get the whole story. You're all satisfied. But now TV is 8 seasons long. Each episode. What they do is, it's like instead of finishing the story, they'll start at the end of the episode. They'll have like 5 or 10 minutes starting the beginning of the next episode, so you get hooked in. I just can't be bothered. And then you get what happened to Game of Thrones, which I never bothered. I watched 20 minutes of the first episode of that, and I thought, nah, it's not for me. I can't be arsed watching. Up to then, it was five seasons that was out. I can't be bothered with this. And then they just bugger it all up at the end, and you think, I mean, there's a couple of exceptions to that. Like, the Sopranos, The Wire were good. Breaking Bad, I enjoyed. Better Call Saul, I didn't bother with. But the Vikings, yeah, well, get into it. Here we go. Let me not having a go, just highlighting. I can't stand Dara's attitude skill. Oh, okay. So, right. So, because I was having a go at his background. I'm just joshing. Man. I'm just joshing. The illusion I'm making is he's a bloody useless footballer. So I just don't know. I don't know how he's got so far, And so I'm just joking about, his granddad being the former head of the FA, Ted Croker. Shamu Vandervoo. But it's all right, Lemmy. It's all cool. Smooth Anavu. Hell of a game going on in La Liga. 3-3 between Girona and Atletico. Wow. Yosarian. Yosarian, sorry for encouraging you into the imminent copyright strike, Paul. I didn't get a copyright strike. I don't think so. I'll just, hang on, I'll just check. I don't think I did. I think you've got to do something like really egregious to get an actual copyright strike. I didn't actually look. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. No, I think a copyright strike is because it's happened a couple of times where, you know, there was one stream where I use software called CapCut to do my video editing because it's free and it's really good. I can do it on my phone, I can do it on my laptop, and they've got like a sound effects library, and I picked the sound effect, but apparently I realised that CapCut has sound effects that are not public domain or you know, not free to use, and so what it tells you is it will say, oh, because you've used this, the owner is claiming revenue for your whole video, or you can just edit it out. But the one with the Premier League one said it actually made the whole video invisible. So I just had to push a button that said edit out the I think it was 9 seconds I showed. So it wasn't a copyright strike. I think copyright strike, you've probably maybe got to, I don't know, restream a whole program or something like that. I don't know quite what you've got to do, but I think it's got to be, you know, really quite lengthy what you nick. But apology accepted, Yusarian. You led me down a copyright. I mean, everyone's got to get their piece of the pie, haven't they? To move Andrew, CBF with any... Oh, yeah, can't be fucked with any TV series. Yeah, maybe Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. Yeah, even that, man. Cooper 99. It's historical, of course. It's a statement of record. Vikings. Trust me, it's a beautiful bloody ending for every character. Is it? So is it finished? Is it all? Because I mean, that's why I watched series like Breaking Bad, Sopranos, and The Wire, because they'd already finished by the time I started watching them. So they're all wrapped up and everyone was happy. I know The Sopranos had some people thought it was a controversial ending. I thought it was a fantastic ending. All of them really ended well. Better than what was the one that ended really terribly? What was it? Was it Sent Elsewhere? Sent Elsewhere, where the last episode, it turns out that everything you've been watching is a dream because the hospital's just a little model in a snow globe. Oh my God, you'd feel cheated, wouldn't you? Oh, here we go. Actually, I'm on a cloud, aren't I? Maybe I could make it a little monkey cloud. Little monkey. Now, in Australia, it's one of those little differences I don't like, but that's what they call it over here. They call it monkey magic, whereas in England it was just called monkey. So maybe I shouldn't be doing accents like that. But that's what it was. Irrepressible. I love that program, man. Love it. Monkey, Pigsy, and Sandy. Awesome. It was so good, wasn't it? Thaddeus, Better Call Saul is well worth the investment of time. You know, maybe it's the little thing that puts me off, and I know this is pathetic, but because Bob Odenkirk is older in it, I don't think I'll be able to get past it. And prequels, I just don't like prequels, man. Although even though that I understand it's mainly a prequel, but it also takes his story up afterwards. But not for me. But if anyone's got a good series recommendation, I'll tell you what, I'll have it. But it's got to be nicely wrapped up. Like a series, the last series I probably gave a bit of a go with was about vampires. Strain, called Strain, something like that. Might be called Strain. It's about, you know, vampires and stuff. And I watched the first series of it, and I thought, you know, this thing goes on for 3 series. So I'm going to have to sit through another series where the bad guy gets away at the end again, aren't I? And then at the end of the 3rd series, they probably get him. I just couldn't be fucked. Couldn't be fucked. Adam McFarlane. Do you reckon Ange plays the didgeridoo at half-time? I don't know. I don't know. I think he's respectful of culture. Is Ange. You know, I remember, you know, Ange is very, he's a bit of a peace-loving hippie. I remember when the Scottish press, someone said to him, the question was something like, you know, how are the Japanese players settling? Because I think he brought four players over from Japan in his first January window. So the question was like, well, you know, how are the Japanese players settling in? Which I suppose isn't, I'd go pretty fair and say I don't think that's entirely, you know, racist question. But Ange, you know, he took the opportunity, which I think was a nice thing he did, was to point out, well, you know, when you say Japanese players, you've got to remember that, you know, they're 4 individual people. They're not the same personality. So they're each settling in their own way. And, you know, that comes from a bit of experience in his life, I'm sure. So, you know, it's kind of cool. He's a good man. Did you see the fan press conference where you know, they were trying to wrap it up at the end, and Ange made a point. There was a kid with Down syndrome, and he said, "No, this guy's got a question. Come on," and gave him the floor. It's, you know, he's a good guy. Anthony Herbert, big up Aussie Hotspur, yes man. And what? Come on, you Spurs. That's it, man. Come on, you Spurs. I think you just pushed the wrong key there, man. Pushed the wrong key. Move and move. Based on our medical team. The fucking hammer. Runs, Lou, I'd wait for another week. Shmoo Vandervoo, I think, okay, yes, that's right. Yeah. I think that's good. I mean, you wouldn't come to a Spurs channel and say something like that, would you? Is Seth still alive? Well, he's alive. Well, maybe he's like what Paul Keating said about John Hewson. He's like a lizard on a rock, alive but looking dead. Shmoo Vandervoo, the new Beavis and Butthead movie is so good. Beavis and Butthead do the universe. It's a bit, you know, it's a bit after my time, that one. Yeah, all done and dusted, mate. Oh, okay. I watch it for the same reason. It hasn't ended. Oh, well, okay. Well, my interest is peaked then. Anyway, how many seasons is it? Like, if it's 10 seasons, I mean, God, man. Maybe if it's 5 is a lot, 3's all right. 6 seasons now. Oh, well, how many episodes? Is it 10? 10's a lot. That's 60 hours of bloody shit I've got to watch, isn't it? Six seasons, 89 episodes. Well, of course you're a Viking, aren't you, Kuva? So, you know, I miss Monkey P too. Pigsy is the greatest. Pigsy was the pervert, wasn't he? He used to be able to change his superpower was he could change his stick into a fan and blow women's dresses up. I mean, and then you had Sandy, who was sort of a cannibal but could turn into a fish. And I remember when, you know, there's 2 eras of Monkey, and when I really lost interest was when I think it's the Pigsy character. They changed the Pigsy actor, and I kind of didn't watch it as much then. But the original Pigsy was cool, and Trippy Tucker, Captain Pugwash. Yep. James Paratrooper, Game of Thrones was awesome, but the last season was 100% garbage. Yeah. So what's the point? No point. I mean, going ahead of the books, and I like what's his name. I mean, I've not read the books. I'm not a fan of this anyway. But I like, was it George R.R. Martin? Is something like J.R. Hartley? Is that his name? And people say, when's the book coming out? When's the last book coming out? He kind of doesn't give a shit, does he? He's just going to do it when he feels like it. The first few episodes of Black Mirror, yeah, I didn't mind the first bit of Black Mirror, but I don't know, I find it a bit depressing. I know that's the idea, but But there's only so much of that kind of dystopia I can take, I suppose. The Rome HBO series is great. Oh, yeah. Did you see El Camino? Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that, actually. Yes, I enjoyed that. Because it was a self-contained story. I thought it was cool. I'm right up there with you. Overweight and older actors playing a younger prequel. You know, with a prequel, you know what you know. Like, you know, in Better Call Saul, he's not going to get shot. There's no jeopardy, is there? Anthony Herbert, The Strain. It's 4 seasons. I see that. Oh, I thought it was 3 because it's 3 books. That's why. Even with I got the books on Kindle, and I got about halfway through the book, and then I saw there was the series adapted from it. And from what I saw, it was pretty good adaptation because it was the same. Guillermo del Toro was one of the authors. So it was, you know, it followed the book, but then I went ahead in the series past the book, and I thought, well, if that's going to happen in that's going to happen in the book. I'm not going to read it, bugger it. Alice in Borderland. I've not even heard of that one, man. Says favourite film, Hammy Strain. Yeah, man. Russian Doll is pretty good. Don't know that one. All right. Fargo, yeah. I did enjoy again. No, I think is it the last season I saw it? I think it was set in maybe the 1960s. I didn't fancy it for some reason. I don't know quite why, but I did enjoy the rest. But so I don't know. James Paratrooper, Korean long mini-series focused on fictional rise and fall of corrupt official and the life of 3 siblings is called Giant is awesome. Okay. Tibor Andrescu, fancy horror stuffs. I'll tell you what, man. Let me find something for you. This is my favourite horror podcast because I like sort of horror and cult things. And they haven't got a lot of followers, this channel. Well, they've got a few, but less than me. I find that weird. But this is my favourite podcast. Brilliant. Simple format. The presenters are all cool. Most of them are authors, so they know what they're talking about. They're not all wound up to 11, talking each other, trying to be there. And I get lots of great recommendations out of this, and also relive some memories because a lot of the movies they'll talk about are, the shit you used to get in the video shop when before Blockbuster and Video Easy. It's just, the news agent would have a few shelves of videos on it. Have a look, see if I can find it. Loads of stuff in this. Okay, here we go. Here's the link. Called The Final Guys. So if you're into horror and cult movies, it's basically horror, but they also, stretch into cult and a bit of science fiction and stuff like that. And never miss an episode of this. There it is. I'll put that in the chat. Well worth a listen. If you like it, tell them I sent you. They don't know me. I don't know them. But it would just be kind of tickle. It'd be kind of funny if a few people say, "Oh yeah, this random Australian Tottenham Hotspur fan just plugged your channel." What a weird thing to happen in the world, eh? Anthony Herbert, From Dusk Till Dawn, the series they got 3 seasons. That was good. I don't know that one either. Crash Landing. God, I'm getting so many recommendations here. Lemmy. I can quit whenever I want. There's a 3-part Italian comedy. I haven't pissed myself for years even with subtitles. Okie dokie. Well, I'll tell you what, I might have a look at that because I haven't seen a really good comedy for years myself, Lemmy. Let me just. I can quit whenever I want. I'll just... make a note of that. There we go. I might have a quick check out of that one. Thanks, Lemmy. Craig the Gecko Man. The first Pigsy actor was awesome. Very famous actor in Japanese TV. Oh, was he? Yeah, the second one wasn't. Oh, Jamu Vandervoo Battle Royale. Where are we going? This is what? Where's the Hotspur bit gone? What's happened? You're taking me down little alleys and labyrinths. Battle Royale. Oh, that's a good movie. Brilliant movie. Itchy the Killer. I think I might have seen that as well. It's got I know Battle Royale. The other one also got Takashi Kitano, who's a comedian in Japan. Beat Kitano, I think he calls when he's doing his comedy stuff, but he plays a good mean baddie. Battle Royale's a fantastic movie. I love it. And I've seen Itchy the Killer. I can't quite remember that one, but I remember liking it. Basically anything that Kitano Kitashi is in is fantastic. Love it. The kid in El Camino reminds me of when I was 17. Remember who that was? Trippy Taka passed away at age 27? No way, man. Ah. Sandy actor also. Well, I suppose that's what happens, isn't it? That's the circle of life. Squid Games? Nah. I've heard enough about that. No. No. Not for me, man. Shmoo Vandervoo, Alice in Borderland is much better. Okay. Oh, let's have a look. Let's make a mark of that. Because I've not heard of that one either. There you go. There's a note of that one. And there we go. There's my Final Guys podcast. Brilliant. Best one. Best one. I listened to a few. That's the best one. Bob Down Under. A Q. Paul, do any of the kids get a run for Burnley? Yeah, but I think so. I think it's... Look, you know, we want to win a football game. Angie's going to want to win a football game. I think Burnley's going to be playing a weekend 11 because they don't want to be relegated. I think, yeah, why not? And accept the risk that happens with that. You know, I give them a run on. If they can handle that, then we know we've got better options in the Premier League, haven't we? Because, you know, while we've got a shot at the title, I'm not saying, like in previous years, and I get it, you know, especially what happened to Jose probably getting sacked before the League Cup final because he fielded a weakened team in the league. And Levy was prioritising top four. I think we were sixth, something like that. We didn't have a shot at the title, is my point. We have a shot at the title this year, so I want to give the league a good go. But yeah, you give the youngsters a go. I'd love to see. I'd be curious just to see how they go. They're doing great guns in the under-23s. Tibor Andrescu, thanks very much for the podcast. Oh, it's just me waffling, man. But thank you, Tibor. Darren Wimbledon. I haven't got my microphone because it's in the car, but my microphone that I use externally, sponsored by Darren Wimbledon, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Evening, Paul and chat. Happy New Year. One Piece is great fun. Oh, no, man. I'm talking about stuff that doesn't go on for years, man. But if you want anime, ones I've enjoyed, it's quite a lot. Full Metal Brother. Is it Full Metal Brotherhood? Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Steins Gate. Death Arcade. Van Helsing, Blue Exorcist, Soul Eater, Assassination Classroom. I haven't watched an anime for quite a while, actually, but those are some great ones. I do. Yeah, I'm not a complete weeboo. But the thing I like about anime is usually they have like a premise, they have rules about something, whatever that is, and they might tweak them a little bit. But I kind of like things like that. So like they have simple rules, and then what can flow on from that. I really enjoy that sort of stuff. Oh, the Dead Zone, man. That was one of the bloody videos that was in the Newsagent a lot. This is the sort of stuff. Dead Zone, you know. So that was kind of oh, well, I don't know, quite a B movie. But alongside the shelf of like Dead Zone, next to it you'd have like Mausoleum, Reanimator. But then you'd have some crap like The Incredible Melting Man. Red Letter Media did this on Best of the Worst not so long ago. But I remember when I saw The Incredible Melting Man. Fuck me, what a boring film. But that's what happens. I used to get the video overnight sometimes, or sometimes it was a 3-day. And even if it was like marginally entertaining, you'd watch it 2 or 3 times. But you got entertainment out of it. Now, like it happened last night, right? Happened last night. My mate crashed out pretty early, and I felt, oh, shall I watch a movie? And I was faffing and fucking about. It took me, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes for me to not find anything because there's so much choice, and I just went to bed. But the Dead Zone, Christopher Walken, great movie, man. Oh, back to Spurs. Thank you. Here we go. Back to Tottenham. With a little deviation there. Andrew's going to Wembley. His knees have gone all trembly. Oh, shaky. Shaky. Change the words. Lemmy Monkey was pure escape him indulged. Would walk around invoking clouds. Yeah, that's me. We used to do it as well. Oh no, it's out of his chest, wasn't it? Sting. And his stick, he could hide his stick behind his ear. Invoking clouds with a whisk of my fingers in front of my lips. Brilliant, man. Dead Zone TV series. I don't know. Move Rendezvous, only 2 seasons, Paul. Okay, 10 episodes. All right. 10 episodes each for This Is Alice in Borderland. About 40 minutes or so. One might be an hour. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look. See if... I'm curious about this now. Let me find out a bit more about it. If it's my... Oh, okay. So it's... is it Japanese, is it? Japanese. Oh! Okay, I like the poster. That's interesting. Okay, so it was based on a manga. Okie dokie. Okay, so the synopsis is, right, the series was... As allies trapped in an abandoned Tokyo, forced to compete in dangerous games, the type and difficulty represented by playing cards to extend visas that, if expired, result in the player's execution by lasers being shot from the sky. Oh, that's it. I'm in. That sounds great, man. Shamu Vandervoo, thanks, man. That sounds great. Oh, it's based on... Here we go. Okay. Deer Hunter. The movie? I haven't seen that for a long time, man. I haven't seen that for years. Homeland? Nah, man. Nah, I'm not into... Yeah, American politics gives a fuck. I mean, you might, but I don't, man. Like West Wing. You know, anything... A lot of fictional things about politics in America, they reckon these people have got full of virtue. Whereas I prefer House of Cards, not the American one. No. The UK one with Ian Richardson, Francis Urquhart. Brilliant. And as that was being shown, it was also the time that Thatcher was being done in. So it was really quite flukily topical at the time. The House of Cards, the old UK one's great. Anthony Herbert, Wolf Creek. It's almost a bit torture porn for me, that one. I film it in the series. Nah. Well, that is good. I think they've done 2 seasons on that one. Yeah, that's a bit... I think if I'm going for horror, man, I like there to be some sort of supernatural kind of, you know what I mean, supernatural thing to it, because that makes it silly. You know, I like schlock, but I don't like it when it's like Wolf Creek or Hostel. Sometimes Saw, you know, things like that. I'm a Human Centipede. Fuck that. I like it when it's a bit more, where it's obviously can't happen, I guess. Tim62, hello, man. Evening, morning, Paul. Best standout memory of the FA Cup. It's what you said, isn't it? I can't top that, man. Mine is the City final and going back to Wembley for the replay and Ricky's goal. The way we hung on in that first game, I wouldn't say we were lucky because it was 1 goal each, but we weren't free flowing, were we? But the replay, it's got to be one of the best finals. Yeah. Ricky's goal, well, Ricky's first goal as well, where Aussie had a great shot, and Villiers was in for the rebound, and Garth Crooks nicking a goal from Archibald might say, but his goal's a goal, man. Steve Perriman's challenge on Jerry Gow. The pitch invader having a go at Jerry Gow, who was a guy called Dave. I met him a couple of times. He used to drink at Hillingdon Irish. And just the fact that that was the centenary FA Cup as well. There was a lot of hoopla over that being the 100th anniversary, and it lived up to it, didn't it? Lived up to it. Yeah. Oh, that was it in the first game. It was the weird own goal. I've never seen anything like it. Was it Dennis Stewart? No, it was it was Glenn Hoddle free kick, wasn't it? And somehow it bounced off a Manchester City player and went in weirdly. He deflected it round the wall or something. Freakish. I mean, could say lucky or whatever, but yeah, you can't go past that one, man. It was, and Ricky Villiers with the big hat, brilliant. John Motson's commentary. Oh, what a great tackle by Graham Roberts. Alvin. Spurs F2 to his right, but he's Gowan wants to take it alone. Villiers. Still Ricky Villiers. Oh, what a great run. What an amazing goal. The Incredible Melting Man. Dyer when he gets subbed on. Yeah, says Shamuda interview. I don't watch The Incredible Melting Man, though. It's boring. Jamesy Paratrooper, platoon masterpiece. Some of these remind me of fellas I served with in the army. Oh, you were in the army, man, were you? Again, yeah, I don't know, man. War movies, I don't know. War isn't, war's not cool, man. But yeah, maybe I like Guns of Navarone. I can make Swiss cheese out of that damn Edward Fox. Or maybe that's Force 10 from Navarone. Craig the Gecko Man, shout out to my mum for letting me watch all these VHS shockers when I was 12. Dude, I was the same, man. Like my mum and dad, I mean, they were quite strict, really, compared to a lot of other parents. But one thing they didn't care about was me watching horror films. And look at me now. Well, I remember The Thing was on TV. John Carpenter's The Thing was on TV. And I videoed it. And I think it was on TV. So it came out 84, so probably 85. Maybe I was 13 or 14. Took it round a friend's house. We were watching it. And at one point, his mum came into the room and was horrified at what we were watching. Kicked me out. I knew no better. Darren Wimbledon, the series on Netflix now, really good. Characterization, real threat, nasty villains, great acting too. What was the series you're on about? Not One Piece. 5 million episodes. I don't know what about here now. Steady as sharp. Bloody hell, Paul, your anime knowledge completely took me by surprise. Look, I'm a bit of a nerd, you know. What can I say? THFC till I die. I mean, you compare anime to Disney shit. They just come out with ideas that I've not seen in, I'm using broad brush terms, like in Western things. Western, I suppose like, superhero, superhero cartoons or whatever. They just have a premise. That's the word I was looking for, a premise. Premise, here's the rules. Okay, let's see what world can be spewed out, and it's great. THFC till I die. Copyright, Paul. Don't want to get in trouble with Chaz and Dave. That's how far I got each round before I add to the song. I know, man. Well, don't sing it, man, with your voice of Nightingale. You're going to get pinged DMCA straight away. Mr. M, hope Levy pulls his finger out and gets the signings done. Be nice to see, wouldn't it? Get him in, son. Get him in. Oh, someone's done some money. Bob Down Under has gifted a membership. Thank you, Bob. Do I get to see who that's gone to? Thank you, Bob. Oh, so Chris Peters got Dermo's. Let me do this. I might have missed some shit here, haven't I? Okay, Bob Down Under. Yeah, Dermo's gifted a membership as well. Bloody hell, Dermatron, thank you. Bugger, who did these things go to? So Chris Peters, you're a member of the commune thanks to Dermot. Thank you very much, man. And Mr. M. Mr. M, you got a membership, man. Isn't that cool? Mr. M, Bob Down Under's got your membership. That's cool. Excellent. I mean, you're all cool anyway, so I'm going to say that about everyone. The only time I don't say that is if I don't recognise your name from the chat. But I mean, if you're watching it, you're going to be cool, aren't you? Thanks, folks. THFC till I die. Breaking news. I look even more dumb like this, don't I? In the news studio, I really am a floating head. Breaking news from Dermatron 2000. Tottenham and Genoa still working on pay structure. Deal will go through. You heard it first from Dermot. Dermot, by the way, is all over this. I'm not very good at keeping up with all this. Dermot is a channel that's all over it. Every day is content. With me, it's just all waffle, and we end up talking about bloody anime. But Dermot, Spurs. And, a few giggles in there as well. Thanks for the breaking news, Dermot. Here we go, Mr. M. Welcome to the Hotspur Hippie Happy Commune. Now we're talking some serious shit. Akira Kurosawa, Yojimbo is one of my favourite films, man. Sanjuro, I haven't seen that too much, actually. But some reason Yojimbo, why Yojimbo got me? The opening music. From the opening music onwards, brilliant. Toshiro Mifune, yeah, man, great actor. I might have to give Sanjuro a go, but Yojimbo, I love it. Akira Kurosawa, I watched Seven Samurai again not so long ago. There's something, it's a different aesthetic with some of the older Japanese films I've seen. Different style. So it feels fresh to my eyes, it feels fresh when I see it. Great. And Ran is pretty good. What's the one where it's kind of a story and it's told from 4 different points of view? It's quite interesting. So it's like 4 people are recounting the same event but getting it slightly different. And it's kind of grey as to what the actual truth is. It's like, unreliable narrator. Or, that's what our memories are like. We think our memories are great. They're shit, man. I know mine is. Just objectively rubbish. But it's not like it's not like we've got a video recorder in our head. What's that film? I've got to find it now. Probably one of you's already written it in chat, haven't you? I bet you. What's his filmography? And there's there's another one where that bloody Star Wars was pinched from as well. You can spot it a mile off. Rashomon, there we go. That's the one. Rashomon. That's the different points of view one. Throne of Blood, I think is Star Wars. Yeah, great films. And a different style of acting as well. It's cool. Bob Down Under paying the membership forward, Paul. That's man. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's cool. Shamu Vandervoo waiting for the here we go, Dermot. That's it, man. Then it's exchanging recipes territory. That's it. And there we go. There's the gifted membership from Dermot. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Anthony Herbert. Question: what made you support Tottenham and why? I get this asked quite often, man. So my quick version is, when I was a little kid, I had a football with all the team names on it, threw up in the air, pointed at a team. West Ham United, didn't like the sound of that, threw up again. Tottenham Hotspur, what a name. And then later on at school, there was a couple of Spurs fans there, and we started going to games mid-80s. And that's when I really, you know, fell in love even more with Tottenham. Fantastic. Alan Bennett, England's favourite playwright and taxi driver, went to a semi in 1991. Couldn't get a ticket for the final. Yeah, I was living in Sheffield at that time, so it wasn't even on the cards for me. But yeah, of course, there we go, Tommy Hutchison. That is, yeah, of course it is. I can still see the mo and the hair. Somehow I did that. It was weird. He scored at both ends. Yes, that's right. He did a Gary Mabbott. Glenn Hoddle free kick. I must be a little bit behind with the chat here, aren't I? Andrew reminds me of Toshiro Mifune character in those two movies. I can see it, man. That's, yeah. Yep. Absolutely, I'm with you. Future Music, hello. Hey, Future Music, man. Get over to Future Music's channel. Does good music. Hello, Paul. Hello, chat. How's thinking your Dimension, man? It's not bad here. See, I'm third in the Hippie League. Yeah, just by winging it. Oh, what, you were arsing it? Oh, I thought it was skill, man. Yes. I came second this week, just to blow my own trumpet a little bit. Yeah, you're flying along, man. Flying along. I thought you were an expert, and you're just jammy. Rohin Kumar, another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Big up, Hippie. Are you going to watch the AFCON? Watch along would have been awesome. I think, because I've only got so many hours in the day, man, because I've got to work an awful lot at the moment, for various reasons, and so I think my watch-alongs, I'm going to do Tottenham matches, and if possible, if I'm going to do watch-alongs of, I'll probably do Australia matches in the AFC, and I think I can't. I'd love to watch I'd love to be able to watch all of these games, but really I kind of reserve that for the World Cup. The World Cup is the one thing I'll watch every game of, no matter what. I'll just take time out, whatever country the World Cup's in, I don't care. I'm watching it. I really enjoy it. But AFC, AFCON, and also the Euros. The Euros, I'll probably watch games that England or Scotland are involved with, but that's about it. Maybe some more, I don't know. Oh, there's me. Well, it was a while ago. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going a long time here. Big up, Paul. Crazy that when we scored the first goal against Brighton after 82 minutes, I had the belief that we could fight back and win 5-4. I was a bit later than you, man. 4-2 for me. In fact, I did a watch along. Yeah, that's the game I did a watch along for, and I edited together highlights, which took me bloody hours to do. No one's watched it, but you can see my reaction in that video where we get to 4-2, and that's where I start believing as well, man. And you know what? It turned out not to be, and probably was never going to be. But it's nice to have that feeling, isn't it? That, hang on a bloody minute. It leaves you on a. Anyway, it left me on an upbeat note. Which was nice. So you're right, man. Well, right, I agree with you, man. I had that belief we could fight. That's Ange for you. Brilliant belief. Yeah. It's infectious, isn't it? So if we as fans are feeling that, can you imagine what the players are feeling? They're the ones that are with him every day. Him and his coaching staff are looking after them, training them. Bloody hell, man. No wonder we're going to win shit. You know what I mean? That's it, isn't it? If you can believe we're going to turn around a 4-1 down game where we've been a bit ropey for a lot of it. Imagine what the players believe in. How about that? Chris Peters, welcome to the Hotspur Hippie commune. Thanks. Nice of you to say thanks to Dermot. Welcome aboard, man. No worries, Chris. Giannis Rubilis, just got in. Big up, Paul. Another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. I think yesterday I found out I can give away 10 memberships. So I just did it. I don't know. So now all you know, what you don't get anything for being a member. Because I don't pay all stuff, you know. But quite saying thanks, you know. Rohin Kumar, wow, Dermot, that's big news. If Dragosin is happening, awesome. Here we, wouldn't that be good? Him in, Dyer out. Good start to the window. Oh, here we go. Here we go. James E. Paratrooper with a load of recommendations. Platoon, Deer Hunter, Apocalypse Now. I do like that one. Yes, yes, yes. All Quiet on the Western Support. Born on the 4th of July. Nah, man. No. I know you say. It's just, I don't know. But Apocalypse Now out of that lot I do like. Another cracking film I love is Day of the Jackal, the original one with Edward Fox. I watched the crap out of that film, and every time I watch it I get something new out of it, and I've watched it so many times. It's great. James Paratrooper, Casualty of War. Don't know that one, man. Breaking news. According to Future Music, backspin to windmill to freeze. Thanks for Future Music with the update of something. Just check my camera's not glitching, because for some reason when I switch between scenes, sometimes the camera starts glitching a bit. So all I got to do that and it's fine. I don't know why. I mean, you know, computers are perfect, aren't they? Chris Peters, anime is my wife's favourite. Okay, AOT. Attack on Titan. Yeah, I saw the first series of that. And that was another one where I thought I don't need any more of that. But that was all right. Demon Slayer, I've seen some of that. Can't remember that one. Psycho Pass is another good one. Psycho Pass. Ranking of Kings, don't know that one. Naruto, nah, not for me. Sailor Moon, 5 million episodes of that as well, isn't there? Memento, Mr. M, yeah, I like that film as well. Janis Rubilis. Rubilis, sorry. Janis Rubilis. Madison at the darts, practicing his aim. Yes, man. Just getting back in, scoring goals. Move Vandervoo, Dear America, Let Us Home from Vietnam is such a good war film. So sad. See, I don't like, you know, I've got to be in the right frame of mind to watch that sort of stuff. Chris Peters, Dermot is a legend. Oh, yeah. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to, you know, go on about other people sometimes, you know. Can't be bothered with all the, you know, drama and stuff. It's just, but I know what you mean, man. Shmoo Vandervoo, heaps of famous actors. Alan Bennett, are you a leg man or a bum? I don't know. It's been a while, dude. It's been a while. Anything. Pulse. Donovan Osterreicher, my fantasy team is not doing well at the moment. Van der Ven, Matoma, Madison, Son, Henry, Hope all out. Oh, God. Big up Dermot. DHFC till I die. I'd love to see. Love to see some. Do some watch-alongs with you, Paul. Would be fun. Yeah. Sometime, man. They are good fun. I didn't realise how much fun they were until I did one. Bob Down Under. Greatest game this year was Chelsea. And saying F you to the Premier League. You know, I'm with you. I don't know if it was the greatest game, but I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. I think we got a lot out of that, funnily enough, as a team. Because I know it didn't go our way and we got thumped. But there were periods of that game with 9 men where the players, you could see it, the players knew we had Chelsea on the ropes. We had a good couple of chances that we didn't put away, and it didn't work out in the end. But the more you practice, the better you get. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. Anthony Herbert. Favourite Tottenham player from past to present, Ozzy Ardiles. Ozzy Ardiles. I mean, you know, there's a cigarette paper between a lot of players, you know. I mean, there's Glenn, Steve Perryman, Ray Clements. I mean, basically any bloody Tottenham player, man. Chrissy Waddle, Clive Allen. I mean, there's so many. Paul Gask. All of them. But Ozzy was my favourite. I had 3 posters on my wall when I was a kid. I had Ozzy Ardiles, Steve Perryman, and Debbie Harry. I've had a chat with Steve Perryman on the stream. 1 down, 2 to go. Hang on, sorry, Alan. The new centre half on the pitch half time tomorrow. Oh, you reckon? You reckon he's coming in? Is that right? After I came back from Afghanistan, oh bloody hell, man! I don't know you did that by chance. Casualties of War was on TV. And the final scene with college student Michael J. Fox, what she said was like speaking to me. I cried. Well, you know, that's what art can do, isn't it? It can be very cathartic. There's some very smart, you know, visionaries, I suppose you could call them. People that understand things. You know, speaking of which, there's this song that 2SER, a radio station, is playing in Sydney. I hear it now and then, and I've got it on my Shazam's Not Spurs playlist. So there's a playlist on this channel. No suggestions for it. The only way is if I hear a song and I like it, I Shazam it, and then I'll give it another listen. If I like it again, I'll put it on the list. And there's a song by a band called The Particles, and I think this song came out in like 1978, and it's got lyrics like I just spoke to I rang the telephone, I spoke to a computer to order me a taxi. I tried 15 times. It had a nice voice, but it didn't really understand me. That's the gist of it. To come out with something like that in 1978, wow, how do they do it? Amazing. Graham Roberts, yes, man. Graham Roberts. No, I'm going to finish it there, man. Went way longer than I expected there, an hour 46. Thanks for everyone. That was a fun stream. We digressed somewhat. As usual. Dear, oh dear. So let me just get some thank yous done here. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Let me see who's giving me some dosh. Well, Dermot, thank you very much for joining the commune, and thanks for gifting a membership. And Bob Down Under, thanks for gifting a membership too. Very kind of you all. You know, the more of that, the less I've got to bloody do this. And that's not downhill skiing, it's driving a car. Maybe that looks better. I haven't got 2 sidelines, yeah. So, you know, at the moment, YouTube is giving me one guilt-free day off a year, which is brilliant. And if that's all it is, that ain't bad, you know? That ain't bad. So thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for commenting, and I've had a lot of fun. If you click like and subscribe, that's great. Gets the thing farmed out to more people. But you know, hey, just watching it is cool, and if you've enjoyed it and been entertained, I get a kick out of that as well. It tickles me. That's why I do it. I do it to have fun, and hopefully you have fun too. That's the only reason for it. That's the only reason for it. If it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. So until next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs. I've got so many names to add to this list. I'll do it. I'll do it today. I keep saying this every bloody day. Bloody hell. I'll get onto it. I'll get onto it. Luckily, right, I'm not clinical with getting names off the list. So if you're like someone that just comes in for a member for a month, you'll be up on the screen for bloody